preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Panthers and the Steelers next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
First carry for Najee Harris. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. 7 yards the pickup there. Second and 3. Escaping the pressure right.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy that springs for the good stuff.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And he's going to try and do this himself. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. He's going to keep this again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
First down, and they go back to Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Harris. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off the option, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And they'll try to run the option here. Breaks a tackle. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. as they've got it with a third down coming up. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Shoves him away, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll decide to keep this once more. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ronald Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Brandon, would you say they went from agony to elation in just a few quick seconds on that play?
Probably thought they were about to give it up in the red zone and then touchdown.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way that they drew it up and said this is the way it's supposed to be done. It just happened.
But the end will justify the means. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On the ground, it's Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Dillon. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start out here with the option left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Off the option, it's Jones. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points on? They go play action here on 1st down. That's swung out wide to Harris. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth there to make the grab. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Room to run past midfield. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. 2nd and 15. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, we take a look there at the numbers for them running the football in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taking it about the 1. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Well, they trail by 3, and they just got 3 yards to start the third quarter. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the option, it's Jones. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On the give, this is Harris. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Dillon again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my own college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the option. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. Now a first down carry by Jones. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sebastian Joseph Day, his second sack of the night.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll check this down, complete to Dillon.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
They'll look to run with Dillon.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
A.J. Dillon
taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line. Santos now to add the PAT.
And the lead is up to 14. That time, a 9-play drive.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Let's go.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
He's going to keep this again.
There's a nice move, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a
touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should fourth down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run once more with Dillon. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This is Dillon on the counter. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to look deep down the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you...
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Carolina. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, he would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Second down, Mills.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Third and short yardage, Mills.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The sack by Jordan Willis. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over.
The possession of the football goes over to Carolina.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down.
He'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough. Is averted, but they still need to move hastily. He's back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a two-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. Complete, Dillon. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he will get out of bounds with 23 seconds to play as he does pick up a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Let's go!
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, this is Dillon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.